Taking a quick look at the start list, Jack, a lot of the big names we've seen throughout the summer of surfer here. Jordan Mercer, Kirsty Higginson. What are some of those two are having?
Oh, they've come off a huge professional series, Josh, first and second respectively. But there's plenty of girls here today in this semi-final that are going to chase them hard. Manny Dunn, Tian Raymond, Eliza Smith, they're all girls that have been chasing them all summer and aren't going to let them have it their own way here.
We saw the order in the first semi-final: swim, board, ski, and a little bit of a false start there, but the girls are off and flying at the moment. Jordan Mercer makes her way down to the right-hand side, and it looks like the rest of the field's cottoned on and started to follow. So a lot of confidence there very early on the left from Jordan Mercer, and it looks like it's already paid dividends. She's out in front in what is usually her weakest leg.
It is something that she struggled with previously, Josh, but she has done a lot of work in the off-season with swimming coach John Rogers up there at Noosa, a guy that's coached many Olympians. He's been around for a long time, and it's obviously paying off.
He's coached previous generation of surf stars and Olympians, as you said, so he knows what he's doing, and it's showing here with Jordan Mercer. In the center of the screen, the girls, just try and go through a double there and cop it in the face at the moment. And as Jordan Mercer appears on the left-hand side, she is out in front by at least 2 body lengths. Looks like maybe Eliza Smith from Northcliffe is hot on her hammer as they start to head out to sea. Maybe Olivia Hall from Kurrawa there. It's certainly paying dividends working with Bonnie Hancock at the moment. So the swim has improved for Liv Hall. She's in 3rd place as Mercer goes deep underneath these waves. And have a look at all that white water, Jack, that aerated water caused by the breaking waves. How tough is it to swim in?
Well, that's slowing these girls down, and that water's moving back to the beach as these waves roll through. We see the girls starting to make their way out now under that last little one. They're in the green water now, Josh. It's a little bit cleaner for them, a lot more comfortable to swim in. They're going to really try and increase that speed to open a gap.
And it makes for some incredible shots from our underwater cameraman, Bart Louie. He likes to get up close and personal with all the Ironwomen when they're racing, that's for sure. Tara Coleman from North Burley's had a great swim so far in about 3rd place, and the rest of the girls are filing in behind them as they make their way out in the opening leg of semi-final number 2. We see them all toe to foot there on the way out. But as we pan to the sky, there's a couple of fields that have opened up here. It looks like Jordan Mercer's leading the left-hand side there. Is that Kirsty Higginson on her own in the centre? And then maybe one of the Northcliffe caps, Maddie Dunn, on the top of your screen. So 3 distinct groups, and they'll all come together on the red and yellow can.
We'll see them all heading for the 1 point, Josh. All these girls are going to come together. It's going to create some pretty turbulent water there too. You're going to want to sit on. If you're out in front, that's where you want to be. Allow yourself to get in that clean water and swim away. Those girls behind have got to tuck on those feet, stay on, and go along for the ride.
If you can follow me, it's the 2 white caps with maroon stars from Northcliffe, Maddie Dunn and Eliza Smith. The white cap with the maroon stripe there of Jordan Mercer. It looks like Tian Raymond goes over the top of these girls. She does not want to go round. She doesn't want to go the long way there. She's in the black cap with the green stripes. Kirsty Higginson, another of the Noosa caps. Then Tara Coleman in about 6th place, white cap with 2 green stripes. And then we see a big gap back to the rest of the field. Normally, you wouldn't see a gap in the race at this point, but it looks like our top 3, 4, 5, 6 have broken away from the rest of the field, and it could be interesting come finals time.
Well, it was interesting, Josh, to see there as they got close to the can. Maddie Dunn put in a couple of hard strokes. She worked that kick to get herself out in front into that clean water. The other girls got stuck on that can, fighting for position, and that's cost them a body length or 2 on Maddie Dunn.
What's race etiquette at this point, Jack? Do you give each other a little bit of room? Do you just take whatever you can, or is there some unwritten rule with all the Ironwomen competitors?
Well, some people are different. Some people are pretty rough. They don't mind getting up in your face and having a bit of a grab here and there. Some of the others like to go around, find their own water. It's each to their own, but you know, at the end of the day, there are morals, and you do have to do the right thing. You've got to front up and face these girls day in, day out in racing.
What about the wave that's come through there? You'd want that one, that's for sure, and it looks like it's pushed Tara Coleman into the lead, so she just got a little run on the top of that one as another one builds out the back. Are we going to see a few fall from the sky here? It starts to lift, it starts to break. We've got one down, and she's butterflying down it. Tara Coleman's pulled off it. Tara Coleman's pulled off it. I don't know why she'd do that. Oh, Bart Louie in the corner is absolutely blowing up. Maddie Dunn's had no dramas. Look at those waves. That is a huge huge mistake for Tara Coleman. I don't know why she's done that, and it looks like it is not going to pay off as another wave washes through and the girls start to come down at the Noosa cap of Kirsty Higginson was there, but Maddie Dunn isn't concerned. She's pushing hard from the beach. And where's Jordan Mercer? She went down that one as well. Has she popped out in front? Yes, she has. She's already up and going. We can see the determination on her face and great surf skills from Mercer. So a big mistake from Coleman, great surf skills from Mercer, and that's the difference.
Well, how much do these skills come into play, Josh? We see it here. Mercer picks up that wave, holds it all the way to the beach. She opens up a huge gap. She can sit back and relax a little bit more now as these other girls fight in the wave zone for the positions. Tara Coleman lifted her head, come off the back, and now she's racing 5, 6, 7 girls for this spot through to this final.
Jordan Mercer makes her way through this tricky shore break at Freshwater. If it's not the shore break that gets you, it's the outer bank that will. And we can see she's not letting up, even though she's a long way out in front. Maddie Dunn hands the goggles off. Tian Raymond's there. Jade Mickle from the City of Perth Club is in the mix as well. Kirsty Higginson, she's going on to one of her best legs here in the board. Eliza Smith, our early leader, is fighting back in 5th place. And this is where things really start to get interesting now. Tara Coleman's there. A couple of the other girls are really hot on her hammer at the moment, trying to get themselves through into the 8th spot and into the final.
Well, we see a little bit of a gap now, Josh. Back to the girls in 8, 9, 10, 11. These girls are going to have to work hard to get themselves up, chasing this pack in front to try and secure themselves a spot in the final. Jordan Mercer's out in front. She's in green water, and she's doing it easy.
And that also takes the pressure off. It eliminates mistakes. It makes it easier. You're thinking clearly, and you're doing it a whole lot easier than the girls battling it out. You're looking at your rivals next to you when you're in 5, 6, 7, 8. We saw Alex Nolan then. She looked like she was in 9th place at the moment, coming out of her best legs. So she's got a lot of work to do here, but she's not going to be out of it, that's for sure. Maddie Dunn chasing hard, as is Kirsty Higginson. So 3 former training partners, all at the Mooloolaba Club at one time, have gone their different ways, but they're still at the top of the sport, that's for sure. Speak of the devil, Tian Raymond, another one of the former Mooloolaba competitors, now at Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, training under Wes Berg. Eliza Smith goes up and over one, so she's out to sea at the moment, chasing Jade Mickle from the City of Perth. We haven't seen a lot of our Perth competitors come across, or our Western Australians come across, but the sprinkling that do are very high quality.
Well, it's such a long way to come, Josh, and such a long way to travel for these girls, and it's expensive too, so they've got to pick their races. They know when they're trying to peak, and they'll do it at the right time of the year. We have a look at Jordan Mercer, Josh, out in front, doing it easy. I mean, you and I don't know what it's like to be out there too often. We were the ones struggling back in 7, 8, 9, trying to get yourself into a final.
That is right, fighting it out for semi-final spots. The 5-time Molokai to Oahu World Board Paddling Champion. So she's got no dramas with distance. That race is 52 kilometres of torture between 2 Hawaiian islands. So we know she can go all day, and she's certainly going all day out in front in semi-final number 2, round 6 of the Summer of Surf. Jordy Mercer has had 1 win already this summer at her home beach of Thirroul on the south coast. Can she make it a second here today? She's certainly in good form, but there's a high quality field not only in this semi but waiting for her in the final. Really cruisy as she makes her way around, does her own handling work there. Father Darren comes up to pick the board. Training partner Kirsty Higginson hot on her heels, making her way down a wave, and isn't she having fun?
Well, it looks like she's having fun, Josh, and it looks like she's sporting a new nose ring there, so a new addition. Perhaps she bought it with her winnings from the professional series.
She is fashion forward, Kirsty Higginson, that's for sure. Originally from Culburra on the New South Wales south coast, as Jordan Mercer makes her way in. But we can't go too early here, Jack. We saw in the... Oh, as Jordan Mercer goes straight off. And as I said, she's got out in front and a little bit complacent at the moment. And that's a small mistake there she doesn't want to make. Has to throw the legs over there, saddles the ski, gets in, and that is not what we're used to seeing from Jordan Mercer. She has a little bit of a laugh. Lucky she's a long way ahead. We saw in semi-final number 1, this final ski leg makes a huge difference, and that gap that was 150, almost 200 metres has been closed to just 50 metres for Maddie Dunn and Kirsty Higginson.
Well, Jordan Mercer knows she's got time, Josh. She knows that she's out in front and can afford to do that. But even still, a girl like Jordan Mercer doesn't enjoy making mistakes like that.
Tian Raymond and Jade Mickle will make their way around in 4th and 5th place there. Back to Tara Coleman, in 6th. Eliza Smith is is in 7th, and now we look for the red zone. This is where it all matters back in 8, 9, and 10 as Jordan Mercer just stops. She waits for a wave. There must be something good coming through, and here it comes. She'll crash. Oh, up and through it. She tries to ride out of it, and she goes over. So Mercer is off for the second time in this ski leg. For the second time in a matter of meters, Jordan Mercer has been swimming, and we know she doesn't enjoy that one. She pushes out again, has to crash through another wave. So is this very confidence rattling for Jordan Mercer after such a good start to now have Maddie Dunn and Kirsty Higginson all over her?
Well, that smile soon disappeared, didn't it, Josh? She knows now these other girls are back in the race. It is only a semi-final. She only has to be in the top 8. But have a look at these others. They're back in it. They're fighting through. They know they're going to get a spot now so long as they can get that ski back to the beach.
It's all race practice, and Maddie Dunn's having a little bit of a laugh because she knows she is back in the mix here in semi-final number 2. One of the real jokers of the Ironwoman circuit. She makes her way in 3rd place there. So Noosa 1 in Jordan Mercer, Noosa 2 in Kirsty Higginson, Maddie Dunn, and then the chase is on here. We've got 4 girls, Jade Mickle, Tian Raymond, Tara Coleman there, and it looks like Eliza Smith. So that's our top 7. We'll try and make our way further back and see who's inside the top 8. Alex Nolan was around the mark for a moment there, and she'll really be desperate to get through. Jordan Mercer doesn't want to make any more mistakes on the way home. She takes a quick look around, make sure she can get herself a nice cruisy wave to the beach and get into this final with no more dramas.
You have a look at these girls out in front, Higginson, Dunn and Mercer. They're relaxed, they're going to pick up these little runners, but their ratings down. They're not in too much of a hurry. The girls chasing, the 4 girls we see going out around the cans, their ratings up. They're a little bit more frantic. They know they're racing for spots. And then there is a huge gap, Josh. Where is 8th?
I don't know where 8th is, but I know where 1 and 2 are. The Noosa duo out in front. Kirsty Higginson, we ride on with her. She puts the power down. Jordan Mercer lifts the rating. They've got to get through this one. Oh, picks them up, smashes them. Mercer goes under. She's submerged, and now she's sideways. That's her 3rd time swimming this ski leg. The ski's coming to the beach. Can we see a massive upset? 8th is a huge way back. I don't know if it can. Higginson takes a little bit of a look around and goes, how did I end up in 1st place? She started this leg over 200 metres behind, but she will be the winner of semi-final number 2. We had a Noosa winner in semi-1. We'll get another one in semi-2. Maddie Dunn takes a little bit of a look around, looks at Jordan Mercer and says, thank you very much. I will cruise up the beach in 2nd place there. Mercer, where is she? She's now swimming on her way home. And oh, there she is. No dramas at all. So Mercer will finish 3rd. Tian Raymond and Tara Coleman in 4th and 5th at the moment. So great job from those 2. They will make their way into the final. Higginson's across the line. Maddie Dunn in 2nd. 3rd place, Jordan Mercer. It looks like Coleman and Raymond will get through as well. That is your top 5. We've only got 3 spots left, and we wait to see who it is come up the beach. We wait in anticipation. Eliza Smith makes her way round, so she'll get 6th in this semi-final. There's only 2 left. 2 spots to see who will go through to the final and who will get spots 15 and 16. Jade Mickle from City of Perth, so the trip across the Nullarbor was certainly worth it. And the race is on. It's Ali Britton there. Ali Britton's making her way up the beach. Ellie Pickett as well. So this looks like the race for 8th place there. Jade Mickle's in. Ali Britton maybe steals the last spot. Yes, she does. And poor old Ellie Pickett is left picking up the pieces of her Ironwoman campaign. What a performance there from our top 8. We will see those girls in the final just a little bit later on. They'll go home, rest up, and get ready for a cracker.